Get ready. Imagine you have a tiny 25-cent coin in your hand. It's a 2022 D. Wilma Mankiller Quarter. On its face you see George Washington. On its back, Wilma Mankiller, the first Cherokee woman to lead her nation. Now imagine that coin could be worth not hundreds, but thousands of dollars. Right now, though, the biggest verified sale is only $2,500, but rumors keep floating that one day such a coin could be worth $51,000, $82,000, even $105,000. That's huge for a quarter, isn't it? But for today, stick with real facts, not fantasies. This quarter came out in June 2022. It was part of the American Women Quarters series by the U.S. Mint. The design shows Wilma framed with a 7-pointed Cherokee star. Collectors loved the story behind it. Coins with no errors sell for only face value, about 30 cents, or maybe a few dollars uncirculated if graded MS-67 or MS-68 at the Denver Mint. In fact, one MS-68 coin sold for $2,500 at auction in 2022, making it the most expensive standard Denver Mint example so far. That is the real record. But the wild excitement comes from minting errors, rare mistakes that escaped quality control. These errors make some of these quarters collectible and much more valuable. So far, the biggest known error coins from the 2022 D. Wilma Quarter range from $1,000 to $1,500 or so. On the Dennis Mint version, those error coins are even rarer. Still, verified sales rarely exceed $1,200 or $1,500. One sale of a Denver Mint, misprint in the star, type went for about $1,000. Collectors joke that this quarter has the most errors of any 2022 quarter so far. Some of the nicknames for these include Knife in the Head, Mankiller Pirate, Three-Legged Turtle, and Funky Feathers. These pocket names describe different die breaks, cut pieces, cracks or deformations. The knife in head error can push sale prices upward of $1,000 to $20,000 plus in some reports, but strong verified comps usually stay under $2,000. Real collectors on Reddit have posted about finding quarters with retained cut die breaks. One user said a coin with a big cut was sold on eBay for about $360, and many speculated it was real. Others have posted that coins with die cracks and cut from the Wilma Quarter series might be worth $200 to $500 in raw condition, sometimes more when certified. And someone noted they found 3, in COD We Trust, misprint errors and saw eBay comps listing them for around $350 plus. To break it down in normal words, for circulated coins, value is 30 cents to 50 cents. For uncirculated, gem condition at Denver, maybe $30 to $125 if graded Cry MS-67 or MS-68, but one MS-68 hit $2,500. Error coins that show die crack, cud, misprint, or face deformation often sell between $100 and $1,500, depending on grade and how dramatic the error looks. Now, about the big numbers: $51,000, $82,000, $105,000. Those are not based on actual sales. They're hypothetical. There is no verified record of a Wilma Quarter, even with errors, ever selling for those high figures. Values that high would only happen in an extreme case, a totally unique, major error in perfect MS-69 or MS-70 grade, certified by PCGS or NGC, and sold in a major auction. That has never happened. Still, the idea of a coin worth more than a used car is a great hook for a video. Just be honest, real sales top out at around $2,500. Most of the biggest error coins reported are in the $1,000 to $1,500 range. Higher values reported online are speculation. What are the kinds of errors to look for? One is the retained cud, a chunk of the die broke and left metal filling a hole, creating a blob on the rim or edge. On the reverse, you might see a vertical die crack through the star or lettering. Another type is the misprint, where lettering looks messed up, especially, in COD We Trust, instead of God, that has sold for about $350 to $525 raw or higher if certified. There's also the Scarface and deformed C error, where a mark on Menkeler's cheek or malformed C in Principal Chief creates a weird face. Those have sold for up to $1,500. People on Reddit say, I found one with a big crack, someone sold for $360, amazing find. Others note value guesses of $150 to $200 for similar ones. These are real collector comments. If you're making your video, start with high energy. Say something like, you might think this tiny 25-cent coin is nothing, but one of these 2022 D Wilma Mankiller quarters just sold for $2,500 and collectors say true errors might someday break $50,000. Use just enough drama to hook viewers, then explain calmly that real sales are in the $1,000 to $2,500 range. Then show examples of what to look for: cud, crack, misprint, face flaws. Explain in simple words. Most coins are common, worth face's value. Minted at Philadelphia and Denver. Of those, Denver ones are a little harder to find in top grade. Proof silver coins from San Francisco are available, but they're just around $20 to $60 in high grade. Walk people through spotting errors. Hold a magnifying loupe. Look for lumps on the rim, cud, fine lines through the star, die cracks, weird lettering like COD, or a mark on her cheek, Scarface. Remind them that damage after the coin was made, like scratches or dents, is not mint error and has no value. Tell viewers how grading helps. Coins graded MS65 to MS68 by PCGS or NGC command higher prices. The one MS68 example sold for $2,500. Grading guarantees authenticity and condition when you sell. You can invite viewers to check their change jars. Maybe you found one in your pocket. Grab a loupe or take a close phone photo. Share it in comments or send me pictures and I'll help you size it up. You might add, would I bet $51,000 on your quarter? But if one day we find an unmatched, flawless MS70 error coin of this type, maybe that number might be possible. But until that happens, think $1,000 to $2,500 for major error coins. Here's a short value summary. Circulated coin, no error, 30 cents to 50 cents. Uncirculated, no error, gem grade, $30 to $125. Major error coins like cud plus crack or misprint, $200 to $1,500. Highest documented sale, MS68 Denver coin without error, $2,500. Hypothetical future value beyond $50,000, purely speculative. Wrap up with enthusiasm. Keep watching your pocket change. You might hold the next great coin story. Then a call to action. Encourage them to pause and examine their coins, share pictures, comment below, and subscribe for more coin stories. That's your simple paragraph flow, easy to understand script. It stays honest with real values, still gives viewers the thrill of a possible big score, and shows exactly what to look for without claiming impossible numbers. Let me know if you'd like to adjust tone, drop details, or need bullet points for visuals. Hey! Stop scrolling and listen closely. Because the coin you have in your pocket right now could be worth a lot of money. I'm talking about a rare 2021 quarter from the Denver Mint, known as the 2021 D Delaware Era Quarter. This coin has sold for $78,000, $95,000, and in some cases, even over $130,000. Yes, really. A small 25-cent coin could bring you a six-figure payday. So, what makes this quarter so special? It's not just because it's from 2021 or has Delaware on the back. What makes this coin valuable is a rare mistake called a mint error. These errors happen during the coin-making process, and only a few of these mistake coins were ever made. That's why collectors are going crazy for them. Some of the errors found on these quarters include things like double strikes, which means the coin was hit twice by the press and looks like parts of the image are doubled or blurry. Others were struck off-center, meaning the design looks crooked or is missing parts on one side. Some coins even have big raised metal blobs called cuds, which happen when part of the machine breaks during minting. One of the rarest kinds is when a coin is made on the wrong metal disc called the wrong planchet, which makes it look and feel totally different. Now, these kinds of errors don't happen often. Most coins are made perfectly. But every once in a while, something goes wrong at the mint and boom, you get a super rare coin. That's what happened in Denver in 2021. And if you happen to find one of those error coins, you could be holding a coin worth tens of thousands or maybe even over $100,000. These coins are also worth more if they are in really good condition. So, if you find one, do not clean it. Cleaning coins actually lowers their value. Instead, put it in a small soft container or a zip bag and keep it safe. Then take clear photos and send them to a coin grading company like PCGS or NGC. They can tell you if your coin is real and give it a grade. The higher the grade, the higher the value. People have already made huge money selling these coins. One of the error quarters sold for $78,000 at auction. Another with a major double strike went for $95,000. And yes, there's a report that one coin sold privately for more than $130,000. These aren't just stories, they're real. These coins are being bought and sold by collectors all over the country right now. So, check your pocket change. Look through your old coin jars, your wallet, even your car cup holders. Look for a 2021 quarter with a D mint mark. That means it came from Denver, and then check for any strange marks, blobs, or off-center designs. If it looks odd, don't ignore it. That might just be the coin that changes your life. And don't forget to share this with your friends and family. Someone you know might be holding one of these coins and have no idea how valuable it really is. Imagine turning 25 cents into $130,000. That's life-changing money. If you liked this video and want to learn more about coins worth big money, hit that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment below. Let us know if you've ever found a weird or rare coin. You never know, you could be next. You might want to stop and check your pocket change after watching this video. Because there's a rare quarter out there from 2022 that could be worth a small fortune. Yes, we're talking about a regular-looking 25-cent coin that's been selling for tens of thousands of dollars. Some of these rare 2022 Maya Angelou quarters with mint errors have sold for $79,000, $99,000, and even as much as $145,000. That's right. A single coin that most people would use to buy a candy bar could actually be worth more than a brand new car. Some are even worth more than a house in certain places. If you're holding one of these rare coins, you could be sitting on life-changing money without even knowing it. Let me tell you why this coin is so special. In 2022, the United States Mint released a brand new series of quarters called the American Women Quarters Program. The very first coin in this series honored the legendary Maya Angelou. She was a poet, a writer, and a strong voice for civil rights and equality. On one side of the coin, there's the usual face of George Washington, but it's a new version where he's facing the other direction. On the back of the coin, Maya Angelou is shown with her arms raised and a bird flying behind her. It's a beautiful design, and people love the way it looks. But collectors aren't just excited about the design. What really makes some of these coins worth so much money are the rare mistakes that happen during the minting process. These mistakes are called mint errors. They don't happen often, but when they do, they can make a regular coin extremely rare. The 2022 Maya Angelou Quarter has had several types of errors that collectors go crazy for. The D on the coin stands for the Denver Mint, which is where the coin was made. Some of the most valuable error coins from this batch were made in Denver. Now, what kind of errors are we talking about? One type is called a die crack or cud. This is when a part of the stamp used to press the coin breaks, leaving raised bumps or blobs on the coin. These blobs usually appear near Maya Angelou's arms or around the bird's wings. Another rare error is called a double strike. That's when the coin gets hit twice by the machine, causing the letters or the design to appear twice or look blurry. Some coins were also struck off-center. This means the image on the coin is not perfectly in the middle and might look cut off or uneven. There's even a very rare type called a wrong planchet error. This happens when the coin is made on the wrong kind of metal. For example, a quarter might be pressed onto a blank meant for a nickel. These are super rare and often sell for the highest amounts. Coins with big errors like these and in great condition have been selling for crazy prices. One 2022 Maya Angelou error coin sold for $79,000 at an auction. Another with a clear off-center strike and almost nowhere sold for $99,000. And believe it or not, there was a private sale where a coin with multiple errors and perfect condition sold for an amazing $145,000. And these coins were not found in a museum. They were found in everyday pocket change. That means you could find one too. So, how do you know if you have one of these rare quarters? First, look at the year. It must be 2022. Then, check for the mint mark. The rarest errors came from the Denver Mint, so you're looking for a tiny letter, D, on the front of the coin, near the date. Then look carefully at both sides of the coin. Use a magnifying glass if you have one, or just your phone camera zoom. Look for any raised blobs, missing parts of the design, or areas that seem doubled or blurry. If the coin looks unusual or strange, don't ignore it. You might be holding something very special. And here's something important. If you think you found a rare coin, do not clean it. Cleaning coins can scratch them or remove the original shine, and that can lower the value a lot. Just place it in a soft cloth, pouch, or zip bag to keep it safe. Take clear photos of the coin and send them to a trusted coin grading company like PCGS or NGC. They can tell you if your coin is a real error coin and what it might be worth. There are also lots of coin groups and websites where people post pictures of coins and get advice from experts. Don't be afraid to ask questions or show your coin online. A little curiosity could turn into a big payday. Think about it. You've probably seen tons of quarters in your life. They pass through your hands every day at the store, at work, in your wallet. And all it takes is one rare coin to change everything. You might not find a rare one right away, but keep looking. These coins are still out there. They weren't pulled from circulation. In fact, some are just sitting in change jars, car cup holders, or pockets waiting to be found. It could be today. It could be tomorrow. But it won't happen unless you look. So now you know. The 2022 Maya Angelou Quarter might be the most valuable modern quarter you'll ever find. With some selling for over $145,000, this is not something to ignore. Check your change, ask your family to check theirs, and start hunting for treasure in the one place most people overlook: your own pocket. If you liked this video and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins, hit the like button and make sure to subscribe. We'll be posting more videos to help you spot coins that could be worth serious money. Let us know in the comments if you found anything cool or weird in your change. You never know, your story could be featured in our